range of motion day. So it's sort of like leg day. It is still leg day, but instead of going for like heavy weights and stuff, it's just going to be optimized for as deep of a stretch as possible. Still weighted exercises though. So it's going to be, I'll like show some of them, but imagine like an RDL, but you're like 3 feet off the ground and you need to bring the kettlebell 3 feet below your feet. So it's like, you know how you can palm the floor? It's like palm your floor, but bring your elbows to the floor. So I don't think I got my elbows to the floor, but getting close. We're getting better than we were last week, and that's what's really excited about this training method is that you've probably seen a lot of stretches where it's like you statically hold or you kind of move around like a yoga flow. These ones are very similar to doing muscular hypertrophy, where if you want to do like a bicep curl, you go for 12. This you're also going for 12, and you go 4 sets of it, but your goal is to exercise the muscle at its longest stretch, and so that way your body gets used to that part of the muscle being used at the long part of the stretch, so it gets stronger at the end of range of motion, and also it's more comfortable at the end of range of motion. So that is what today's training is. Okay, this is the went over a train track. Now we're starting. Okay, done with the gym, and it was a very good stretch session. Didn't do intense stuff. Probably the most intense when it comes to muscle growth exercises was those leg extensions. But it's cool because when you do those deep stretches with high weights, and you go do like regular stretches afterwards. I didn't film this, but I was able to get like my head to touch my knee with my leg being straight, which was something I'd never done before. And it's surprising that I've probably dropped, I think of the side splits, probably dropped maybe like 4 inches deeper in only 3 weeks. And so if I keep going at this rate, I will be like literally to the ground in another 3 weeks. So that's quite exciting. Okay, actually what I was really thinking about, today's sucked for the most part, aside from like gym. Gym seems to solve everything. Even the first half, I was still kind of, you know, meandering and thinking too much. But there's someone at the gym, you know, there's always like some other gym guy that, you know, if like you were friends with him, you would be friends with him. But because you have never talked to him before, in your mind, you kind of pose him as just like a threat. Maybe not like a threat, but like it's always like a competition. You can lift more, you can look better, and all these things, because it's almost inhuman. I don't know if this is a thing just evolutionarily because it's a bunch of guys at the gym trying to do some task. If there's just some sort of Darwinianist pursuit of trying to outcompete other people. I don't know what it is. But there's someone who I've been seeing at the gym for 2 years, and that's always the way I felt by them. I was always like annoyed that they were there. And then I was thinking, I was like, wait, like, I wonder if other people think about that to me. And I don't want people to think that way about me ever. And so I was like, what if I literally just go say hi to him? And then I know that I will never think of any, like, utilitarian competitive scenario in my head at the gym. So I went and talked to him, and it was like, oh, this guy's really chill. I like this guy. And so we talked for a little bit. We talked about how the janitors were really good at cleaning the gym. And then so I got to go talk to the janitors, tell them good job. And so that was nice mindset shift that I've needed for a second. I've always wanted to be good at talking to people, and it seems that for the past 2-3 years that I socially isolated myself, I kind of forgot how to do that, how to be good for the people around me. And doing that kind of woke me up. I'm like, oh, this is fun. People like that. I like this. You should do this more often. And one, people have a better time, and people like you more. So there really is no net negative aside from maybe slightly uncomfortable to go talk to people, and maybe you screw things up and it's awkward, but I think it would probably suck even more to just not try. So that's really what I learned today. Stretching is good, and talking to strangers is better. Okay, there's another end of day update. Went and dropped my mom off at the football game.
Stop, pass across the street, cross to the crosswalk, please.
It was fun though. Got to talk to my mom and just chill in the car for maybe 20 minutes. I haven't done that for quite some time, and I got to make sure I don't hit all these people. Anyways, I'm gonna go watch the football game, at least the first half, because I go to bed early. But I watched Gladiator. It was free on YouTube. If any of you guys are watching this, go on YouTube right now, install an ad blocker, and watch Gladiator. It's a really good movie. I liked it. I really like the premise of it's like Kafkaesque, where the character has done nothing wrong. They did things right, and they are screwed over because people are Machiavellian in the pursuit of power. They will down good people for them to better their self-interest. Sort of like in Le Conte of Monte Cristo, how he gets into prison. He's like a good person, but in the end, it works out. And maybe in real life that doesn't happen, but I still think it would be better to be the good person who is sent to prison because of other people's interest of pursuing power than it is to be the one who's pursued power in a manner that is willing to put good people to suffer. So that's my thoughts right now. Maybe we'll catch up on the football game, but this is all for now.
One thing, chat.
Christopher, it doesn't do anything to your testosterone. It's all right.
Oh, I come back just to document history. So we don't forget this. In 10 years, I can send you this video, and now it actually is exciting. I'm not sending it to you though.
So much more testosterone.
You're going to be dead with your lack of testosterone. All right. Bye, guys. Yeah, I'll send over the breathwork ones. Those are the ones you got to follow along. The memory palace and spatial memory competitions are much more niche things, not very big on YouTube or honestly anywhere I've seen, but maybe I need to make videos on it. So, should be good. Best of luck.
Well, thanks.
It's nice to meet you. All right, good one.
Thank you for your wise words of wisdom.
Thank you for listening to me ramble. Yep, we documented today. So now I can keep talking.
Okay, now for the personal vlogging documentation. So, if I upload this to YouTube, you just get to listen to my mind, and if you were at this party, you get to listen to all the things I was thinking in my head when I was there. The entire night, I talked really fast, and the entire time I was articulate, maybe to the extent that I was too fast. And it doesn't matter how articulate you are. You can listen to an Eminem Godzilla for the first time, and he's going like trigger happy packy, but it's black people. When he goes really fast, you hear all the sounds, but you don't actually comprehend any of the words. I was in the car with Talon, we did a little run, and he was telling me, because I was talking to him about how I was explaining to his sister all these philosophical concepts, and that's the reason she ghosted me, I'm pretty sure. And that was, he's like, bro, you maybe just gotta let people compute. They need a little more time to understand the words you're saying. So maybe if Eminem and Godzilla, you know, space things out a little bit, slow things down, the first time you hear it, you would actually understand what every single word was and what he meant to get across. But that was the thing I felt like I should have done better today. I got so excited because I haven't seen people for so long, so many new people too. I've always like been seeing the same faces over and over and over again. And then when you get to see new people, you get excited because it's like, whoa, first impressions, I practiced this. And apparently I didn't practice enough because I got back into talking really fast. And so I'm still doing it. Maybe to practice talking slower, I should just slow down. So that was the first major thing of the day. And I'm sure you can tell by the beginning of this video, I was talking a lot slower. I was able to pause, and it was okay with that. There wasn't so much running through my mind. And the weird thing is that almost nothing's running through my mind right now. There's just a lot of words coming out of my mouth. So slow things down and maybe be more choiceful with my words so I can use less and yet have a greater message across. That's just what I'm thinking about right now. Other things, I was kind of joking around with this, but it might have actually made people uncomfortable. They were joking around, but also at the same time, I was like, okay, yeah, I can actually understand why that's a little bit strange to you. They're talking about going to the hot tub. And I was like, yo, guys, I recommend you not go in the hot tub because an increase of 2 to 3 degrees Celsius is going to reduce your testosterone levels by about 40%. And that is probably very detrimental for your long-term aging and your pursuits of muscular growth. And the guys were like, okay, you said that too fast. What did you say? And the girls were like, what? And then they all left. And so that was insulting. Not actually, but maybe telling that perhaps, maybe, just maybe, there are people in the world who are emotionally attached to certain ideas, particularly pertaining to sexuality. And so they don't want to think about these things or talk about these things. Maybe people think about them. Maybe they just don't want to talk about them out in the open. I'm saying this video and I'm posting on YouTube just so I can learn from my past mistakes. And that might just be one of them. So you can't even see me, but you should be able to hear me. Turn on the light, but then I'm going to crash the car, so I'm turning that back off. I'm parking anyways. So that was what tonight was. It was really cool to see lots of people. I talked to Chad about moving in with him to his new place, and it seems like that's going to work out, and it should be very fun. And we are parked. This is the end of November 15th, 2025. And the 3 takeaways are slow it down. Oh, I watched Gladiator, and that was really good. That's an important takeaway. And number 3, don't talk about sus stuff when there's girls around. It's okay when there's guys. Good night.